Morning students. So let's start the fourth module, and the portions are fourth module mainly deals with secondary treatment or biological treatment, and the methods are contact bed, intermediate sand filter, then trickling filter, activated sludge process, etc. So first we can revise the portions. That is, this is the flow diagram of a typical domestic sewage plant. So here sewage is passed into this plant, and first treatment is preliminary treatment, and the units are screening or screens, bar screens, and grit chamber and ready test chamber. And after that we are doing the primary treatment using the sedimentation tank. Then after that the secondary treatment, and it's known as biological treatment. Okay, so in the preliminary treatment we are removing the large sized particles. Okay, so using this bar screen and grit chamber, we are removing the large sized heavy particle, and the colloidal particles and suspended particles which cannot be removed through this preliminary treatment is removed using the primary treatment method, that is using sedimentation tank. Okay, so after these two methods, that is after the primary treatment and preliminary treatment and primary treatment, the sewage is passed into the secondary treatment unit. So in the secondary treatment process we are adopting biological method, that is we are using biological organisms to carry out the cleaning process. Okay, so after this secondary treatment or after this biological treatment also we are doing the sedimentation process that we have explained earlier. Okay, that is we are doing sedimentation twice, one before the biological treatment and one sedimentation after the biological treatment. So sedimentation before the biological process is known as primary sedimentation, and the sedimentation after the biological process is known as secondary sedimentation. And the particle which is settled in the first sedimentation tank is known as sludge. Okay, and the particles which are settled in the secondary sedimentation unit is also known as activated sludge. Okay, and since it is a biological unit, we are blowing compressed air in order to clean this system. Okay, so this is the flow diagram of a typical domestic sewage plant. So in today's lecture we are going to have an introduction about the secondary treatment unit or biological process. Okay, and this table shows different unit operation or process and the functions of these units and the treatment devices used for these processes. Okay, so first is screening. So screening means it is the removal of large sized floating matter, suspended or settleable solids, and for removing this one, or for treatment device, bar racks or bar screens of various descriptions are used. Next, after that there is grit removal. So the function is to removal of inorganic suspended solids, which is known as grit, and for that we are using grit chamber. Okay, so these two are under preliminary treatment. Next is primary treatment, and the unit or operation is primary sedimentation, and its function is to removal of organic and inorganic settleable solids, and for that we are using primary sedimentation tank. Okay, then after that after comes the secondary treatment, and secondary treatment is mainly biological treatment, and aerobic biological growth process suspended, that is aerobic process is there, and anaerobic process is there, and this aerobic process we can conduct using biological growth process, which is suspended growth process, and next is attached growth process that we will discuss later. There are two types of system, that is suspended growth process and attached growth process. And here in the first one, that is a suspended growth process, conversion of colloidal dissolved and residual suspended organic matters into settleable bioflocs. So that is a function, and it is done using the devices like activated sludge process units, then waste stabilization ponds and aerated lagoons. And the next one is attached growth process, and its also function is same, only difference is between the type of bacteria which we are using. And for that the treatment device is trickling filter, rotating biological contractor. Next is anaerobic biological growth process, that is conversion of organic matters into methane, carbon dioxide and relatively stable organic residue. And the treatment devices for this aerobic filter, anaerobic reactor, USAB reactor, ARBC. And next another process, anaerobic stabilization, organic sludge, and the function is same as that one, that is where it is converting the organic matter into methane, carbon dioxide, etc. And for that we are using anaerobic digester. So this is the overview of different unit operations and functions and treatment devices, that is for sewage treatment, domestic sewage treatment. So here also this table shows different types of treatment, that is different treatment level. Preliminary, mainly it is physical process, and primary is also physical, and sometimes primary means sedimentation process. Sometimes we are adding chemicals in order to increase the rate of sedimentation process, that is known as sedimentation with coagulation. Okay, so it may be physical or chemical. And secondary treatment mainly biological, and sometimes also we are adding some chemicals, but actually it is biological process. And tertiary means it may be physical, chemical and biological combination of all these two, that is it is the removal of residual suspended solids or dissolved solids. So this is the overview of effluent treatment methods: preliminary, primary, secondary and tertiary. So in today's video we can have an introduction about this secondary treatment. Secondary treatment means removal of biodegradable organic matter and suspended solids using biological methods. Okay. So here we are in primary treatment, large floating material grids and heavy inorganic suspended solids are removed, and that the sewage in which these large matters are removed is passed into the secondary treatment. Okay, so in the primary treatment we are removing the colloidal solids and dissolved solid using the method sedimentation. Okay, and after that we are adopting the secondary treatment. And secondary treatment means the secondary treatment is required to remove the soluble and colloidal organic matters which remain after the primary treatment. Okay, so after the primary treatment there will be colloidal organic matters, that is soluble and colloidal organic matters. So in order to remove this one we are using secondary treatment methods. And as it is mostly biological process, it is also known as biological treatment. Okay, so in the treatment, bacteria present in the sewage and other microorganisms are allowed to use the organic matters as their food. That is, the microorganisms and this bacteria uses the organic matters present in the sewage as its food, and oxidize these organic matters into stable compounds like water gases and nucleus, that is carbon dioxide, ammonia, methane, hydrogen sulfide, etc. Okay, that is the bacteria and microorganisms present in the sewage will use the inorganic matters or organic matters as its food, and it will convert, that is these organisms will convert the food into stable compounds. Okay, and this process may occur naturally at slow rate, or biological treatment is done to increase the rate of reaction by having large number of organisms in a small container. Okay, sometimes it may occur naturally, and other times we are using biological treatment units by adding more number of organisms in order to increase the rate. Okay, so this is secondary treatment, that is in secondary treatment we are using biological organisms in order to increase the rate of conversion of this organic matters into stable compounds. So in secondary treatment, microorganisms utilize colloidal and dissolved biodegradable organic matter as their food for their growth and multiplication. Okay, so these organisms will use colloidal and dissolved biodegradable organic matter as the food, and it will convert this into stable compounds. That is, biomass will act as an agent here. Okay, this further treatment is called secondary treatment and usually employs biological process, that is biological treatment of wastewater. And the most important units in the biological treatment is filtration and activated sludge process. Filtration means different types of filters are contact bed, intermediate sand filter and trickling filter. Okay, this we can discuss later. And next method of the secondary treatment is activated sludge process. Okay. So classification, next is classification of biological treatment. So the biological treatment is classified based on operational condition and based on microbial maintenance in the system. So based on the operational condition, it is classified as aerobic process, anaerobic process and anoxic process. And based on the microbial maintenance in the system, it is classified as suspended growth process, attached growth process and combined process. So first is a classification based on operational condition. That is, it mainly classified as aerobic, anaerobic and anoxic. Aerobic means when microorganisms require oxygen to break down organic matters to carbon dioxide and microbial biomass. That is, if the process takes place with the presence of oxygen, that is known as aerobic process. Okay. Anaerobic means when microorganisms do not require oxygen to break down organic matter, often forming methane, carbon dioxide and excess biomass. That is, in anaerobic method, the process takes place without the presence of oxygen. And last one is anoxic. That is when microorganisms use other molecules than oxygen for growth, such as for the removal of sulfate, nitrate, selenite and selenite. So here we are here the organisms are using other molecules, that is other than oxygen. So it is known as anoxic. Okay. So the aerobic, example for aerobic treatment is activated sludge plant, trickling filter, rotating biological contactor, oxidation bond, and anaerobic example sludge digesters. Okay. And next is the classification based on the bacterial condition. That is, first one attached growth process, second one suspended growth process, and last one combined process. And attached growth, example for this attached growth process is contact bed, intermediate filter, trickling filter and rotating biological contractor. And example for suspended growth process, activated sludge process, aerated lagoons, oxidation pond and sludge digestion system. And in the attached growth process, the microorganisms are responsible for conversion of organic matter present in water, wastewater, to gases and cell tissues. And these microorganisms are attached to some inert medium like rock, slag, ceramic or plastic material. Okay, that is, we are using microorganisms for the process. And in attached growth process, these microorganisms are attached to some inert medium. And the inert medium may be rock, slag, ceramic or plastic material. So we are inserting or we are attaching the microorganisms to inert medium. So that is the attached growth process. And example, intermediate sand filter, trickling filter, rotating biological contactor. And next is suspended growth process. So in this process, microorganisms, here also microorganisms are responsible for conversion of organic matter to gases and cell tissues. And these microorganisms are maintained in suspension within the liquid in the reactor by employing either natural or mechanical mixing. That is, these microorganisms are maintained in the suspension within the liquid, either by natural mixing or by mechanical mixing. That is suspended growth process. And example, activated sludge process, aerated lagoons and sludge digestion system. Okay, that is, according to microbial maintenance system, this biological process we have studied as suspended growth process, attached growth process, and there is a third type, that is combined process. That is a combination of both suspended growth and attached growth. Okay, that is, in suspended growth, the microorganisms are maintained in suspension. Okay, that is, microorganisms are maintained in suspension. That is here, like this. Okay, and in attached growth process, these microorganisms are attached to some inert medium like rock or inert plastic. Okay, that is this is the support medium, and microorganisms are attached around this support medium. So that is attached growth process. Third one, combined process. So this is the classification of biological process. That is, we can carry out this biological process by different methods. So we have studied the different methods based on operational condition and based on microbial maintenance. Okay. So secondary treatment means a biological wastewater system is a technology, and that is, biological wastewater treatment is a technology that primarily use bacteria or some protozoa and possibly other, especially microbes, to clean the water. So here we are using bacteria, protozoa or other microbes to clean the sewage. And when these microorganisms break down organic pollutants for food, they stick together and it will create a flocculation effect. and this flocculation allow the organic matter to settle out the solution. Okay, that is, these microorganisms will break down the organic pollutants, and these microorganisms will stick together, and finally it will create flocculation, and this flocculation effect will allow the organic matter to settle out of the solution. That is a process taking place in secondary treatment or biological treatment, and this will produce an easier to manage sludge. This will produce sludge as the waste, and which is then dewatered and disposed of a solid waste. Okay, that is, this is known as biological sludge or secondary sludge. That is, the product of this secondary treatment is known as biological sludge or secondary sludge. Okay, so as I have told, this secondary treatment process are of mainly two types, that is filtration and activated sludge process. And for filtration, there are different types of filters we are using. First is contact bed, and these contact beds are used for very small plants, and it is not commonly used nowadays. Okay, but this contact bed is included in your syllabus, so I will discuss in the next video. Okay, and next type of filter is intermediate sand filter, and it is used at smaller plants. And the third one is trickling filter. So this trickling filter is most commonly used type of filter. Okay, so its design and specification is very important, because it is most commonly used type of filters in biological treatment, and it is used to remove the suspended solids and dissolved organic load from the wastewater by using microbial population, and the microorganisms are responsible for degradation of organic matters. That is, in trickling filter, biological operation is taking place, that is, using microorganisms we are cleaning the water. Okay, so this is the introduction of secondary treatment or biological treatment. So this secondary treatment is of mainly two types, filtration and activated sludge process. So different types of filters are contact bed, intermediate sand filter, and trickling filter. So we can discuss each of these type of filters in the coming videos. Thank you.